Welcome to the next section in our lesson on leveraging LinkedIn. In this video, we will discuss one of the most important parts of your LinkedIn profile, the About section. The About section is the first part of your LinkedIn profile directly underneath your photo, name, and headline. The About section is an introduction to your profile and can provide context for everything else that you present. It's another way to set a really strong first impression and should be chock full of those most important keywords. The About section is also an opportunity for you to showcase some of your personality and can be written in a way that allows you to incorporate more of your voice compared to a very formal document like a resume or a cover letter. So let's talk more about the About section. You can actually write a lot here, up to 2,600 characters, but a good rule of thumb is 3 to 5 short paragraphs. Keep in mind, only the first sentence or two will show up on your profile by default. And to read the entire section, someone will have to click See More. So you want those first few sentences to grab the attention of your audience. As I mentioned before, you can write your About section in a way that incorporates your personality while still being professional. Although, consider your audience. For example, the About section for someone aiming to work in science outreach at a museum is going to be written more casually and conversationally, because that makes sense for that role. Whereas someone whose goal is to work as a patent agent at a law firm might write their About section in a much more formal voice. Either way, in general, I recommend that you write your About section in first person using I statements. I also encourage you to end your About section with a bulleted list that summarizes your most impactful experiences and skills, almost like a preview of the other sections of your LinkedIn profile. Finally, if you are looking to move to a specific city, that is a smart thing to include in your About section because it incorporates an important keyword, the new city, that you wouldn't otherwise have in your profile. Let's look at an example of a really nice About section. For this example, we will go through one paragraph at a time and then reflect on why that paragraph is so effective. What if we could deliver cancer drugs exactly where they need to go, with zero side effects? That's the question driving my drug delivery research as a pharmacology PhD candidate. So, right off the bat, they've started with an interesting, attention-grabbing sentence. What if we could deliver cancer drugs exactly where they need to go? Doesn't everyone want that? Don't you want to read on and learn how we could do that? I also like that this introduction paragraph gives a quick overview of the student's current position, pharmacology PhD candidate. Through my doctoral research at CU Anschutz Medical Campus, I developed expertise in drug design, molecular biology techniques, and preclinical studies. I excel at translating complex scientific concepts into actionable insights and thrive in fast-paced collaborative environments. This paragraph is nice because it includes keywords that come from this person's target career, things like drug design, molecular biology, and translating complex scientific concepts. I'm completing my PhD in spring 2025 and seeking opportunities to join an innovative biotech startup in the Boston area where I can contribute to early-stage drug development. Lots of important information is quickly communicated in this paragraph. Their expected graduation date, the types of jobs they're targeting, and also their desire to move to a new city. And then the About section ends with 4 bullet points that highlight key experience and achievements that are explained in more detail in other sections of this person's LinkedIn profile. All in all, this is an excellent About section. And now, it's your turn. In summary, what do you need in your About section? Well, you always want to start with a strong first sentence that grabs attention. Then, tell your story in 3 to 5 concise paragraphs using first-person voice. Make sure to include essential keywords for your target career. And finally, use bullet points to summarize and highlight specific skills, strengths, and accomplishments.